Going inside Memorial Sports, this is the Panther Fan Zone on 100.7 The Score.
Welcome back to the High School Fan Zone on 100.7 The Score and the 100.7 The Score mobile app. I'm Chois Woodman in for Randy Rosetta, joined now in the Memorial Panthers Fan Zone by Coach CJ Villegas and what about a third of the team in here? We got a mic here, so you guys can pass this back and forth. I'll let you introduce yourself and tell your favorite and least favorite thing about Coach Villegas. I'm just go straight in for it.
My name is Gast, and something that I like about Coach V is he's always determined to make us work harder in the weight room or on the court or just anything. Something that I don't like about Coach V is when he said baseline or the whistle. I get the whistle. I'm going to say the whistle.
I figured that.
I was going to say that.
Okay.
My name is Braylon Mims. My favorite thing about Coach V is his love for the game and how he just loves the game so much, and he always pushes us to strive to be better. My least favorite thing, I was gonna say the whistle too. It kind of PTSD. Anytime I hear the whistle, I look back, or it's probably that.
Okay.
My name is Jaxtyn Sallaska, and my favorite part about Coach V is that he pushes us to be a better version of ourselves. I feel like he's a good role model for our team. When he has two sons and his wife, he always talks about being a good man and always I guess being a good teammate and I guess just being there for each other. One thing I do not like is the let's see, getting up really early and hitting our max squat and doing squat early in the morning. I would say that.
Jackson, looks like you got a shiner. Who got you on the?
Oh, that was in Tulsa this weekend.
Okay. So, first year as a school, that's got to be pretty cool for you guys, Coach. What attracted you to this job at Memorial this year?
Yeah, 19 years in the business, and had a couple of coaching buddies that talked about opening up a school. And within 19 years, I thought that was something that would be kind of, really cool, a cool experience anyways, for a head coach. And then the other side of that was just the school district in itself,
sure.
The school community of Friendship ISD and kind of all that comes with it. Living in Lubbock, trying to get my family a little bit back closer to my wife's family was also intriguing. Mm-hmm. And so, everything just kind of lined up the right way that we needed it to line up, and conversations started happening and things just kind of fell into place. And I tell these guys all the time that it's a new experience for them, but it's truly a new experience for myself. Sure. So, when you talk about 19 years, I joke about it all the time to my coaching buddies, but it's been a long time that I hung out with freshmen and sophomores, and so that part was different. That part was new for me. Normally, you have 2 sophomores on your varsity, maybe 1 freshman,
right.
That you have, and this year we made up of 7 sophomores and 1 freshman, so a little bit different, but it was fun.
No doubt. It's kind of crazy to think you have to lean on sophomores like they're seniors, because that's not something you're probably used to. But you mentioned the school district. I'll let you talk just a little bit about one of your buddies, or I think you've called him a mentor, and Coach Page. He just retired, and that's you coached under him for a little bit. Recently. Yes,
sir. Yeah, and coached under him, and then coached against him for 12 years when I was a head coach.
True.
Before that. Really cool to kind of get the inside track to it whenever I was his varsity assistant.
Yep.
We cried real tears about 2 weeks ago when he gave me the phone call and told me his decision. And we cried for about 30 minutes. But it was just a true kind of emotional thing, because you just have a guy that gave so much to his school community, gave so much to his kids. And then, when you talk about being a mentor, it's more than just the coaching side of things. us as young coaches, those are the guys that we look up to.
For sure.
And I say young, but I've got a lot of gray hair now, and so I'm kind of transitioning over to the older coach now. But
sure.
Again, yeah. So that's it was pretty emotional, and he knew that I wasn't going to be able to make it to his retirement party, and so I was kind of bummed that I missed that. But my wife and son went and represented. But
cool.
We were with these guys out in spring league. So
yeah. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about what summer looks like ahead. We'll talk with these guys and having to grow up fast in a very big district next year. So we'll get into that. It is the Memorial Panthers Fan Zone right here on 100.7 The Score.
This is the Panther Fan Zone on 100.7 The Score.
Hey, we're back here for one more segment in the Memorial Panthers Fan Zone. Part of the high school fan zone on 100.7 The Score and the 100.7 The Score mobile app. And joined by Coach CJ Villegas of the boys basketball team, along with 3 players. Let's see if I get everybody right. Jaxtyn Sallaska, Isaiah Gast. Okay, just making sure. And Braylon Mims all with us this evening. Fellas, this is we'll let y'all each answer this, but it's very unique. Coach just talked about it. Having to have a varsity full of freshmen and mostly sophomores, but what was that transition like for you guys where y'all are playing varsity games against mostly juniors and seniors last year?
It was a little different because we didn't have a leader, we didn't have a set leader, we didn't have seniors that can lead the team and guide us through the journey through the season. So we kind of just had to do it ourselves and just find our own leaders in the team.
Sure.
And guide us.
Something like what he said. It was a big difference from between last year's competition with freshmen,
sure,
jumping to varsity. It was a big difference. And what he said, not having so much of a leader, we all had to play together, always keep each other up, always telling us it's going to be good, keep shooting, just keep on playing together. I think that's what helped us mostly in not having a leader as a senior. So I think as freshmen and sophomores, we built a chemistry so where we can just be there together.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I think I'm add on then with not having a leader on the team. But for me, I think, going from 8th grade basketball all the way up to playing almost like grown men on the it's definitely, I didn't come into it scared. I was definitely intimidating. But I always asked God before the game, just give me strength, just give me do this game and I'm gonna do great. Specifically on the leader thing, I think it's best if we have a leader next year. As for the freshmen coming in, if any of them make varsity, we'll be there for them, and guiding them, helping them get through the game, and helping them have confidence throughout the whole game.
Be a little different this year, but you guys made the playoffs in the first year. I know you probably. It never is fun to finish the season, and I'm sure you wanted to win the district championship, but making the playoffs in a first year of a school is a pretty cool feat. And there's nothing like getting to be the first. You always get to etch that in stone as you guys are the first group. So that's really cool. But I'm sure the goals are even loftier this year. And Coach, you moving up to 5A in a massive district and a pretty good basketball district too with 10 teams.
Yeah, I think one of your first questions was what kind of attracted it, attracted me to this. The basketball in this area.
Sure.
There's really good players, really good coaches, and really good programs. And so when you asked that question earlier, I want to be a part of that, and I want these guys to be a part of that. Sure. And so that was intriguing, and that's kind of attractive as well. But either way you look at it, it doesn't matter where they were going to send us. Sure. We were going to fall into some good basketball, and so that's the beauty about it. Now the most difficult thing is there's going to be 18 district games that matter, and they're all going to be tough. We're going to approach every single one of them like they're going to be tough. So.
And I was just talking with Coach Smith about this with Monterey. The district schedule is just so much different with a district this size. Usually you have some time to get your feet wet, to learn out your team a little bit more. But you're starting really meaningful games in early December.
For sure. And I've done a different approach on our schedule. It's because of the 18 games that really, really matter on our schedule. We're only going to 2 tournaments next year. We're not going to do 3 tournaments because at the end of the day, I mean, we need these guys' bodies, and I need them, ready to perform. So that's going to be a little bit different. We're also hitting a tournament in November, which I've never done, but you almost have to because you need to use a couple of games to, we'll have a couple of subs and a couple of rotations that we want to try out or things like that, and to get us ready for district competition. And you can do those things in practice as well, but there's really nothing better than game-like competition. So that it'll be a little bit different, but there's definitely a strategy to our scheduling.
Well, fellas, we've run out of time. Really appreciate all of you guys coming in, and good luck next season. We'll have all the Memorial basketball games on the Double T Sports Network next year. Good luck, guys.
Thank you all. Appreciate it.
It is the High School Fan Zone. We'll flip it over to Liberty coming up next on 100.7 The Score.